Hey guys, and welcome back to another one. Now, a few months ago we took a look at the TerraMaster D5-300 and also at the D2-310, and today we are going to take a look at the F2-220. Now, for those of you that are wondering, hey Robert, those are a lot of numbers for three different models. It's pretty easy once we get used to it, and for those of you that already watched the reviews, you know the difference between them. For those of you that are here for the first time, I will leave some links right over here, and in no time, believe me, that you will be familiarized with these three models and the differences between them. But the main difference, and that will be the spoiler alert for this video, is that the F2-220 is a network attached storage, while these two, the D5-300 and D2-310, are direct attached storage. Now guys, that being said, with no further ado, let's go straight for the video. Hope that you guys enjoy it, and as always, I'll see you in a few seconds. And here we are with the TerraMaster F2-220 NAS storage unit that features the Intel Celeron G1800 CPU at 2.4 GHz, 2 GB of DDR3 RAM, and capable of a maximum of 16 TB of storage. Regarding the unboxing experience, we will find a small box with some accessories and of course the TerraMaster F2-220. Now, the box contains one power adapter, one Ethernet cable, some screws, and a quick user guide. And in the past, we have seen and tested the D5-300 and the D2-310, and in terms of looks, the F2-220, it's only different in the connections. Now, design and quality, it's the same as the other two models, a aluminium unibody and plastic bezels at the front and back. And looking closer at the front, we will see the two hard drive bays along with the activity LEDs and a power button. And at the back, a silent 80mm fan, power input jack, gigabit Ethernet connection, one USB 2.0 port and a USB 3.0 port. Regarding the setup, as we have seen on the other two units, it's pretty easy. We just need to remove the hard drive bays, use the screws to hold the hard drives, and then put them back in the unit and lock them. Then we can turn it on and start using the unit. Then, using this software provided by TerraMaster, we will be able to locate the NAS, and it will take us to the startup wizard. After that, we just need to select some basic options like the RAID mode, that can be RAID 0, 1 or single disk, and we can then start using it. And before we move on to the dashboard interface quick look, there are a few things that I would like to point out, starting with the firmware updates that have been very regular. Just in August and September, TerraMaster delivered 3 updates fixing some bugs. Also, in terms of speeds, we could achieve 108 megabytes per second both on reads and on writes in all RAID configurations. In terms of noise, this unit is completely dead silent with several options for the fans, but it works just fine with the auto. Backups also can be created either to another NAS, time machine, or even a USB drive, and all of them have the option to schedule the backups, which is just great in my opinion. And finally, it has a few apps that can be installed like Plex, Dropbox, iTunes, and so on. And although there are not many, actually only 8, some of them can be very useful. And regarding the access to the unit from outside the network, it was working just fine with the first firmware version that I tested back in August, but at this moment it's not working, so it needs some fixing on the firmware side, and I will update this video right over here as soon as it's fixed. And now I'm going to shut up for a while so that you guys can take a quick look at the dashboard, and I will be right back for the conclusion. So in conclusion guys, things that I did like the most on the TerraMaster F2-220 were the frequent firmware updates, the build quality, it's a dead silent unit, it has scheduled backups, and finally the nice read and write speeds. On the other hand, things that I did like the least, you guys know me and I'm not a fan of holding drives with screws, and also I would really like to see in the future more apps in this unit. And that is it, we have reached the end of another review, this time the TerraMaster F2-220 NAS. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto George, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.